enjoyed the trip to Hillel so much.
Oh, good, I'm glad.
And the timing was perfect because we went to Maryland the weekend before,
Uh-huh.
University of, and the experience with Hillel was not good.
Okay, what was not good? By the way, I'm not arguing it because I believe it, but
So
Orthodox or what?
No, well, I'm not 100% sure. We didn't go to a service or anything, but we went to an information session.
Right.
And first of all, one of the students there really knew nothing.
Super.
And the rabbi was not engaging at all and really turned Jillian off.
Really? Good, I'm not gonna ask who that is.
Yeah. So it was very.
Was this a Reform rabbi or no?
I don't know because they have all three services.
Right.
So it's their full-time rabbi.
Right.
I'm not sure. Do you want these here in your office?
I'm getting back to Justin.
Okay.
Thank you.
can do
Here,
it.
no,
Right here.
I'm gonna get these covers for them. I'm not gonna hang them with him. He cares. But you know what? That's good because it's true. And your experiences at Hillel, your mileage may vary. I mean, your experience is completely different based on which school you're at. I was at Rodeph. If you're Orthodox, perfect experience. Reform Jews, they didn't even know what to do with it. So now when I and another student said we'd like to start a Reform Jewish service, they were supportive and great and helped us with all that. They said, what do you need? Photocopies, good. We'll give you white and color. Okay, can we get a rabbi? No. So she and I started it. She's a rabbi also. So, okay, that was it, but that's all they could offer us. So it really, really depends on the school, completely. One, two, three. Nope. One, two, three. 1, 2, that's a little too loud. Yes, no. 1, 2, that's about right. Yes? A little too much. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We'll see. Shabbat shalom, everyone. We'll give people another minute or two and see who needed help getting their car started. My student congregation was in Saratoga Springs, upstate New York. Anyone who thinks Westchester is upstate, no, it's not. Upstate starts at Albany. All right, there's a whole half of New York above Albany. So I was there my first year, and there was a Friday I drove up, and the temperature when services started was 37 below zero. Not wind chill, actual like on the bank temperature. And I knew nobody was coming. Like I just knew nobody's coming out at that temperature. And just before the service started, a guy walks in. And I said, I can't believe you're here. He said, well, my car wouldn't start, so I walked. Okay, and so he looked around and he said, well, I guess you're not doing the service for just one person. You need a minimum of 10. And I said, dude, you walked here in 37 below zero. You're getting the entire thing. And that's when I did away with the idea that you need a minion. I decided that one person who makes an effort to be there, that's good enough. I mean, that was really, he brought with him something neat, which I had never seen before being a kid from Long Island. He brought a block heater, a replacement for your oil dipstick. There was a heating element. And my car was parked on the street on Broadway in Saratoga, and it had a huge extension cord, and he ran it to the building. And I said to him, what's to keep someone from stealing this? And he looked at me and said, you're from New York City, aren't you? It's like, that was it. Nobody took it. It was there all night. People walked over the wire, and then I looked in the morning, and there were lots of wires going from houses out to the street, because that's what you do when it's 37 below zero. So, yeah, that was a good lesson. So it's kind of warm out now. So keep that in mind. And this is a shehechianu. This is the first time I'm wearing this talit since I had my shoulder surgery. Because to wear this one, you have to be able to do this. And I haven't been able to do that until now. So yay. Get my book. So please take a minute and think back through your week. For some people, this has been a wonderful week, full of all kinds of good things. For others, this has been a really difficult week and a tough time. And I'd like you to think through the week and find something that was really, really good. Now, that could be something that was actually great, or it could be something that was just a little bit easier or gentler than other things going on. So take a minute and figure out what was really good in your week. And when you've decided what was really good in your week, please get up and go over to someone else and introduce yourself, even if you think they know you, and tell them the thing that you have, and ask what their good thing was. Please do that now. No, you got to get up. Go to someone you didn't sit with. That's the way we socialize and stuff. So why don't you all come back and continue that at the Oneg. I hate interrupting you because it looked like everybody was involved in great conversations. So thank you. For all those of you who are hot weather people, I apologize that I rejoice in cold weather, but I love it. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. The stars shine so brilliantly in cold weather. In the summer, even though it's easier to be outside, there's humidity that blocks half the stars. When you get a cold night like this and the humidity is around 10%, you look up and the stars actually shine. It's really something. So I'm a fan of this. So we're going to start with Ma Yafeh Hayom. What a beautiful day this is, a day of Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Try that with me. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. On page 138, L'Chadodi, we're going to do the chorus, and then it also goes back to Shabbat Shalom, so you can learn this pretty quickly. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabla lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabla Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom umevorach. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom umevorach. Lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabla lecha dodi likrat kala pene Shabbat nekabla And please turn to page 189. One of my favorite readings from Psalms, Magaluma Sechaya, how great are your works, Adonai, how profound your designs, hallelujah. So it starts with hallelujah, and I'm going to ask you all to keep going with the hallelujahs when I do the verse. So it goes, hallelujah, repeat. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Good, now I need half of you to do my part and half of you to do the response. Ready? So we're going to figure out, we're going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6. Through Sharon, we're going to do, you're going to do the first part, and all of you are going to do the response. Ready? Hallelujah, hallelujah, now everybody needs to assert themselves. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Keep going. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Magadlu,
Maasechaya מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מה גדלו מעשיך מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. הללויה, הללויה, hallelujah. Okay, there aren't a lot of people, and we don't have a cantor, so you need to sing, okay? Please turn back to page 121 and 120. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. On 126, I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services. But I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. On 146, please rise if you are able. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. 148. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chokhmah poteach sha'arim, uvitvuna mishanei itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem, barakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. On 151. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. 155. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work. Whether you are tired or you are rested, let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them on the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. 156. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You perform miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef ele, nora tehilot osef ele, malechutecha ra'u vanecha, בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, זה לי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. 161 in the middle. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. 162. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat. לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat. Shabbat vayinafash. Shabbat. Shabbat vayinafash. We continue with the Amidah, the standing prayer, 164 and the even number pages. Please rise if you can. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'konei hakol, v'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot, u'mevi geula livnei v'neihem, l'ma'an shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'moshia u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham v'ezrat Sarah. Ata gibor leolam Adonai, mechaye hakol ata rav lehoshia, mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, mechalkel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofech olim, umatir asurim, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. Baruch atah Adonai mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yihalalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. We praise you, Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated. 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabbat. On 174. Find favor, Adonai our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shechinato l'tzion. 177. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us? You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulecha na'eh lehodot. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people, forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We continue silently, as I've been sharing with my adult students, any of the silent prayers that are in the next several pages, or such other prayer as the heart may prompt. The Hebrew of Yehiyu L'Ratzon is in the middle of 180. The English of Michelle Citron's song isn't in the book. If you know it, please join with me. Do the echoes when it's time, or else sing la la la, but please join in. Yehiyu L'Ratzon imrei fi vehegyon libi. Yehiyu L'Ratzon imrei fi vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri v'goali Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri v'goali. Go inside your heart, just be. Go inside your heart and see what it wants, what it needs, what it yearns when you breathe. Go inside your heart and see. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be kind, be true. May they be acceptable to you, my rock, and my Redeemer. Ooh, 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 On page 371 is our prayer for healing. I ask you now to think about the people in your life who are hoping for healing, whom you are praying for healing for. Family, friends, yourself. And I ask you now, please, to think of them one at a time. And if you wish, as I look around the room, to say their names aloud. But either way, to make their names part of our prayer for healing. bracha lemotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu, Mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. So as I wrote, over a month ago now, I thought that I was trying over the past 6 months to collect my thoughts of what I've tried to teach over the years here. And some of those ideas you heard on High Holidays. A dream for my son became a dream for my granddaughter. Tamima said that she had a couple of very angry people talking to her about my sermon when I made sandwiches because it was inappropriate. And I said, did they tell you about the whole sermon? She went, yes. I said, then I did my job. Because I got you to listen, whether you liked it or not, so I got you to listen. So she said, well, what did you do with the sandwiches? I said, I gave it to Charlie and Justin, neither of whom is Jewish, and they had really delicious, like really good quality cold cuts, the good stuff. I'm not going to let it go to waste, but they said, we thought you ate it. Right, on Yom Kippur, give it a break. So tonight I wanted to share with you one. I wasn't here last week. I was actually at Rutgers with our 11th and 12th graders at Rutgers Hillel for Shabbat. And it was a great, wonderful experience, aside from adoring our students that are in 11th and 12th. So this is the first time I've gotten to talk to you on Shabbat since our new cycle of Torah reading started. And I was thinking about how to approach this. And, for years I said that the book I read more times than any other was Catch-22. It was the book of my anti-Vietnam War generation. And I probably read it a good 20 times. Following that was Slaughterhouse-5, so you get the general idea of where my head was at for that stuff. Then I had children. And for a long time, the book I had read most was Goodnight Moon. And then I realized that the book that I have read most in my life, the greatest number of times, is a book called Tacky the Penguin. Do we have anyone here who knows Tacky? Okay, so if you have people of a young age, impressionable, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, let me recommend this book to you. It is about a bunch of penguins in Antarctica who are called things like Neatly and Perfect and Nicely, and they all dress very nicely in tuxedos, and they all march in order, and they all sing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, except for Tacky. Tacky dresses in Hawaiian shirts, a penguin dressing in Hawaiian shirts, and he sings his own song, and he dances, as the book says, 1, 2, 7, 9, 4.5, 2, 0, and falls down. And Tacky was a very odd bird. And that's the refrain of the book. And then hunters come to get the penguins. And they all run away except Tacky. Tacky goes out and goes, what's happening? They say, we're looking for penguins. We're going to get them with a stick. And he goes, oh, you mean those people that march in order and do everything nicely? Watch this. And he sings his off-key song, and he dances 1, 2, 7, 9, 4.5, 0, and just lets out these screeching noises, and the hunters all go running away. They leave their stuff, and they go running away, and all the other penguins come back, and they go, yes, Tacky is a very odd bird, but a very good bird to have around. My son Eitan reached 23 or 24 and came to me and said, "You were filling us with propaganda." I went, "What?" He said, "Tacky the penguin. You were teaching us to be nonconformists." I went, "Bingo! You got it." It is a great book about nonconformity, and I must have read it 100 times to my children. So number one on my lifetime list is Tacky the penguin. Number two is the Torah. And I realized that I am on my 42nd time through the Torah. Actually, basically reading it beginning to end. Now, students are always amazed and say to me, "Have you read the whole Torah?" My 7th graders, 8th, 9th, 10th. And I say to them, "Yeah. Have you read Harry Potter?" And basically, they all go, "Yeah." And I tell them that the shortest Harry Potter book is almost twice the length of the Torah. It is. Now, Torah is actually a fairly short book. I mean, it's longer when you do it in calligraphy and you put it on these big scrolls, but it's not that long a book. It's really, you can sit down and read the Torah beginning to end in English in 2 days of reading. I don't mean 24 hours. I mean, if you sit down and read it on a Saturday and read it on a Sunday, you'll be done. It's just not that big a book. So yes, I've read it. I'm on my 42nd time through it. So here's the difference between Torah and Tacky the Penguin, or Catch-22, or Slaughterhouse-Five, or, for me, any other book I ever read. When I read other books over and over, I do it because I really enjoy them, and there are parts that I just love. And I love the way the book is put together, and I want to savor that again. Torah is different. And when someone says to me, why do you think Torah is a sacred book? I go, because it's the only book that I learn something different from it every time I read it. I was trying to explain it years ago, and this was the best way I could explain it. Anyone know what this is? A prism. So the prism, what kind of light goes into the prism? White, like sunlight or anything like that. White light. What comes out the other side? All colors. Which colors do you see when you look at it? Red, yellow, orange. It's not your science class test, so right, there's blue, green, and ultra, like violet, whatever, in that, right. But usually, I mean, we might see them all if we shine the light against a wall. But if you look at it, colors are going to change depending on how you hold it. And as you turn it, you'll see the red, or the red and the orange, and you turn a little bit, then you see the green and the blue. Now, the light going into it is always the same. It's white. And white, as we learned long ago, is not an absence of color. It's actually every color put together. White light has every color in it. The opposite of that is black. White light is every color. What this does is not create any new colors. It just divides the colors up that are in that original white spectrum. And how we hold it will show us different colors. And that's the only way I know to understand why it is that every time I read Torah, I get something different from it. Because Torah is always the same. The book is the same. When we discovered the Dead Sea Scrolls, in the parts of Torah that were included in the Dead Sea Scrolls, there were a total of 2 letters that were different. From what we have in our Torah today, in any ark that you go into, in any congregation anywhere in the world, there are 2 letters that are different from the copy of Torah written 2,000 years ago. Think of that game of telephone we all used to play. By the end of time, it goes around one circle. It had nothing to do with the original thing that you said. So imagine, never been computer printed, always done by hand. We have preserved Torah so closely that like a nun became a vav. Like if you know the letters, they're very close in appearance. The only changes in 2,000 years. So Torah is basically, for all intents and purposes, always the same. What you read today, what you read next year, if you go to another synagogue, if you go to a synagogue in Hong Kong, in Australia, it doesn't matter. You're going to read it. You're going to see the same words. That's the white light. The white light is what God gave us. The white light gets filtered through Torah, and what we see depends on where we're standing. So how do I learn something different every year? Because I'm not in the same place I was in a year ago. And I'm not in the same place I was in a year before that. And I'm not in the same place I was in a year before that. And so on. And I change. And when I change, Torah shows me something different. It was always there. The white light, a prism can't manufacture red light or green light or anything else. It's in the white light. The prism just refracts it in different ways. The most frustrating thing my rabbi ever told me when I was thinking of becoming a rabbi, I said, Rabbi, there's one thing that I don't understand. I don't understand how you always think of something to speak about in your sermons. And he said, Don, I'm going to answer you, but you're going to hate my answer. Okay, try me. He said, God has never let me down. I said, you're right. I hate your answer. What am I supposed to do with that? I mean, seriously, what am I supposed to do with God has never let me down? I'm going to go be a rabbi and God is not going to let me down? God. Several of my students have become rabbis. Each of them at one point or another has said to me, how do you know what to talk about every week? And I had to say to them, I will answer you, but you're going to hate my answer. It really is that. But what it comes down to is something that everyone in this room can do. Everyone. I sit down with the week's Torah portion, and I do this several months in advance. I sit down with the week's Torah portion. I don't read commentaries. I don't read anything else in the beginning. I take just the Torah portion. And I say to the Torah, what do you have to show me today? What do you want me to see today? What colors are in today's spectrum? And I hate to say it to you, but that's never not resulted in knowing what I wanted to talk about. There were times that I'd see something and go, oh, I wonder what the commentators said about this. So then I've gone to traditional Jewish sources. I've gone to Rabbi Google. There are internet sources that are available that have weekly commentaries on the Torah portion. And I'll look for something. What does this mean? I never saw this before. Yes, after 41 complete cycles through the Torah, every single time I read it, I see things I didn't see. And the only thing I can say, the only way I can understand it, since we know the words of the Torah have not changed, is that I'm seeing it from a different place. Now, every week we publish in the newsletter what the Torah portion is. It's on the announcement sheet. You've got it there. If you want to know what this week's Torah portion is, you go to Google and you write, what is this week's Torah portion? And it will tell you the name and the book and the chapters and the verses. It's really simple to find. I mean, this is not a hidden secret anywhere. And every one of us has the ability to do this. It just means leaving behind our preconceptions of what we're going to see. This week is Noah. So, okay, we're going to hear about the flood, and we're going to do that stuff. You never get it that way, because you already have decided what you're going to see before you look at it. If you just pick up the book and go, what do you have to show me? I'll tell you, it's amazing. And It's why I go back and read. That's just the wind, don't worry. That's not the building falling down or anything. The roof does that. It's really weird. It's completely different from going back to read my favorite parts. It's completely different from going back to read a book that I know and love. I don't believe that the Torah was written by God and handed to Moses. I also don't believe that it was written the way Joseph Heller wrote Catch-22. I think there is a middle ground between the two. I think that humans wrote it down. I think that humans said, we had this encounter with God. How do we describe it? How do we preserve it? How do we record it? What did we hear? What are we supposed to do as a response to this? And so a book was created which is written by human hands with divine guidance. And how can I make that statement? Only because I'm a pretty avid reader, and I've never found another book like it. I have not found another book where I could read it 41 complete times and see something I never saw, not just once in the book, but 52 times in the book. I do this every week. 52 times a year. I can't even do the math, but it's something over 2,000 times, certain ideas that have come to me out of this book. 41 times 52. It's a big number. It's unique. It's not like anything else. And it is not the domain of rabbis. I hope that all of you have been here at least once when we've unrolled the Torah. And some of you have been here when we've unrolled it, you've held it. And the reason that I always thought that was so important was because of the number of people who would come up for their kids' bar bat mitzvah. We'd have the first time they read from the Torah, and they would say to me, I've never been this close to a Torah. And I thought, that's a shame. I've had a number of people who've said, well, the rabbi's the only one that can read the Torah. You've never been to a bar mitzvah here? It's yours. It's yours. It's for each of us. There are books, if you're afraid to start on your own with just the book itself, then our books that we have outside, the black Torah books, include an introduction to each portion. Then they have the text. And then afterwards they have little essays, little readings that can help you understand it. If you feel you want to start with that, go that way. Make an investment. Buy one of those books. They're not inexpensive. Buy one. Find a time on a Friday afternoon, on a Saturday morning, on a Saturday afternoon. Sit down. Read the Torah portion. By the way, the longest Torah portion in the Torah is 6 chapters. And I don't mean chapters like chapters of a novel. I mean like a page. 6 pages, maybe 7, is the sum total of a week's portion. It's not overwhelming to read. And it's possible. And it's there. This is for anyone who can see. Anyone who can see will see all the different colors of the rainbow if they look. And if you look and you go, oh, there's one color, that's pretty, I'm done, you're missing an entire rainbow because there's so much more. So I hope this image, the image of a simple prism, is something that will help you. Pick up the book, open it and say, what do you want to show me today? You will be astonished at what you can learn. On page 586 in the middle of the page, we say, thank you, God, for giving us a unique destiny. Please rise if you're able. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. 588. שהונות השמיים ויוסר ארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינת עוזו בגובהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשיבותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד. Page 590. We will switch to the Hebrew at the indent. Let all who dwell on earth acknowledge that unto you every knee must bend, and every tongue swear loyalty. Before you, Adonai our God, let them pay homage. Let them give glory to your honored name. Let all accept the yoke of your reign, that you may rule over us soon and forever. For sovereignty is yours, and to all eternity you will reign in glory. As it is written in your Torah, Adonai will reign forever and ever. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. So next Friday evening, don't come. Our service next Friday evening is going to be at Temple Shalom in Aberdeen. We are joining with them. Their service is at 7:45 in the evening. We are doing a joint community service, our two congregations there. And then the following Friday, we're doing a joint service, the two congregations here. And that one is Rock Shabbat with our guest artist, Sheldon Lowe. So it should be a really amazing evening. We're doing that one early. We're doing it at 6:30. We'll send out reminders to all of you, but it's going to be earlier than normal. We have young families who've just joined. We're doing new members Shabbat. So if you don't know Sheldon's work, he's incredible. It'll be a really, really beautiful evening. And we'll be welcoming all our friends from Temple Shalom. So please, please come join us. And when you do, be hospitable. If you see people you don't know, go over and say hi. See if we can do it where we don't have TRT on this side and Shalom on that side kind of thing. So, come and join us for both of those. We do a joint high school program, 8th through 12th grade. And Rabbi Mallinger and I work together all the time. And we said, we never get our congregations together, just the kids. So we're going to do this. We'll go do things their way. And they'll come here and they'll do things our way. So I really hope you'll join us for both of those the next two Friday nights. Next Saturday evening is comedy night. And if you're coming and you haven't told us yet, please, for God's sakes, tell us so that Andrea doesn't have a heart attack. Okay? Well, I appreciate it too. I don't really need you to have a heart attack. But it's always amazing. In the last week, you get so many reservations. I told you my theory, right? That people are waiting to see if they get invitation from the Queen. Because they'd hate to say that they have to miss Buckingham Palace when they signed up for comedy night. When they realize that they're not getting an invitation from the Queen, then they sign up. So I have it on good authority that you're not getting an invitation from the Queen, so you can sign up. It's next Saturday. What time is it? 8:15, doors open. We start around 9 o'clock, something like that. So please call the office. Tell them you're coming. Please, okay? I have to tell you that Shira and I are coming. So those are things coming up in the next couple of weeks, and they're all really good, and I hope you're going to be part of them. Anything else I'm supposed to share? No, we're good? Okay. Please turn to page 598. If you are here to say Kaddish for Shiva, for someone who died during the past week, I ask you please to rise and say their names aloud. If you are here to say Kaddish for Shloshim, for someone who died during the past 30 days, please rise and say their names aloud. And if you are here to say Kaddish for Yartzeit for any other reason, please rise and say aloud the names of the ones you're remembering. Dora Weber. Hamakom yinachem etchem im sha'arav le'tzion v'Yerushalayim. May God console you among the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mevarach la'alam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shmei d'kudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma, v'yimru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, V'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel and to all the world, to which we say, amen. Please turn all the way back, please, to page 122 and 123. And there was evening and there was morning the sixth day. The heaven and the earth were finished and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing. And God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'chata, yatanu kidashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim. Here's the one thing I'm not allowed to do yet, which is lift any weight. Could I ask someone, please, to hold up the challah thing? I'm actually not being funny. That's the one no yet. Thank you. Take this off. Thank you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. And you can take it, if you'd like. Thank you. Then you're going to take it to Justin. Okay. Thank you. Our closing song, I've told some of you this, but I've taken on as my project for this year learning Spanish. No, really, not joking. Little program called Duolingo. Anyone know it? I'm sitting here every night, yo hablo español, and working on that. And because of that, there's the Ladino en Kelohenu, which I absolutely adore anyway because I took Spanish back in high school. And there we go, 631. If you are able to leave not singing this melody, you are better than I am because this gets stuck in my head and I love it. So do we have any Spanish speakers here? No. Do we have anyone who took Spanish back in school? 1, 2, 3, okay. So you all know that Yiddish is the combination of Hebrew and German. And so the Jews that lived in Ashkenaz, in the area of Ashkenaz, combined Hebrew with German and came up with this language of Yiddish. The Jews that lived in Sfarad, in the Spanish world, combined Hebrew with Spanish and came up with a language called Ladino, which was spoken by our people for thousands of years. It's very hard to find anyone still speaking it because it's just not where we are. Most Sephardi Jews have moved to Israel and things like that. But it's really terrific, and if you know Spanish, you can do this pretty well. So it's a combination of Hebrew and Spanish. Ein Kelohenu, ein Kadonenu, ein Kilmalkenu, ein Kemoshienu, non como nuestro Dios, non como nuestro Señor, non como nuestro Rey, non como nuestro Salvador. Mich Eloheinu, mich Adonenu, mich Malkeinu, mich Moshienu, quien como nuestro Dios, quien como nuestro Señor, quien como nuestro Rey, quien como nuestro Salvador. No del Eloheinu, no del Adonenu, no del Malkeinu, no del Moshienu. Lo oremos a nuestro Dios, lo oremos a nuestro Señor, lo oremos a nuestro Rey, lo oremos a nuestro Salvador. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu. Bendito nuestro Dios, bendito nuestro Señor, bendito nuestro Rey, bendito nuestro Salvador. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Tu sos nuestro Dios, tu sos nuestro Señor, tu sos nuestro Rey, tu sos nuestro Salvador. When you head out tonight into the cold, because it's cold, take a minute. Before you run to the car, look up at the sky. Get away from the lights as far as you can. Find a place and look up at the sky because it is absolutely beautiful. It's a Yom Yafeh. It's a beautiful day. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's good to see you. Just want to say Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
You're not healed yet.
I am. Well, that's about 8 more months of PT, but Shabbat Shalom.
You have Skyview app.
No, what is it?
You go hold it up to the sky.
Oh, and it shows you what stars you
And
look
it
at?
shows you every
That's so
day.
cool. No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Okay, I'm going to look that up.
It's called Skyview Light. And if you go outside, it will show you the moon. It will show you.
Oh, that's so cool. All right, I'm going to look that up. Thank you. That's Apple. And does it have it for
It's an
people
app.
that hate
Yes.
Apple?
They have it, I'm sure.
For
Samsung.
Android?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you.
Yes.
Shabbat shalom.
The stars are very, very nice to look at
Beautiful.
in Hawaii.
Oh, my God. Gee, it's like they put telescopes there. Right.
Try Africa.
Actually, you know what?
I did that.
And I think I told you, the best place, best places I ever saw were night I spent out at night in the Sinai Desert,
Yeah, that's got to
where the nearest light bulb was 200 miles away.
That's got to
Light bulb. There was no light bulb within 200 miles. That was one.
cool, yeah.
And like 2% humidity, like, nothing. And the other was at Bryce Canyon.
Really?
Yeah, which is also no lights nearby. And they had, the night we were there, they said, come back at night. And they had volunteers who brought telescopes. And I mean telescopes that mounted on the back of pickup trucks.
Oh, that's got to be.
Okay?
Cool, boy. I'll
You know,
tell you.
and like the guy said, see that